What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Tayo, also known as Player 107 on Squid Game The Challenge. Today I am back again with a part 3 to this series. Again, this is my experience on how I was on Squid Game The Challenge. Today I'm going to be answering some of your questions that you left below in part 2. If you haven't already, go check out part 1 and 2 in the Squid Game series. Honestly, I revealed a lot of what went down in the Squid Game The Challenge. But let's get to the questions. All right, first question that was sent in. Again, all of these questions are a bit longer, however, I've condensed them. Someone asked, what was it like off camera? Well, guys, we were there fully immersed 24/7. The cameras were rolling 24/7. There was no real downtime. The only times that production kind of came in was to change our battery mics. So every 4 to 5 hours, we had to have battery changes. So all we did was form lines, and then they would like literally, a staff member would like change our battery packs. But apart from that, everything was filmed 24/7. So the only times where we might have been off camera was if we were taken to a game. So we'd get off the set, but again, everything was in close proximity. So it really felt like you were being filmed 24/7 basically. All right, next question. I love this one. What were the stairs like going to the challenges? Okay, yeah, so again, like I said, guys, these sets were incredible. Like these stairs were no joke. It does seem in the show like they dropped all the way down. However, the stairs were all on one level, but it was still like amazingly done. Like they painted it so well. They were just coming at different angles, and we had to like do multiple takes of us walking up and down the stairs. So it was like a little maze, if I can kind of like describe it like that. So yeah, it was all on one level, but it was like a maze, and yeah, it looked incredible. Another great question: when did you film the MIV interviews? So when did we actually film those interviews that you saw on Netflix in the show? So what would happen is they would pull certain people outside of the dorms. So again, we would leave the dorms and enter a room like almost next door where there's like individual little cubicles, and that will be your master interview room. So it's called a MIV, and basically you would just describe the day's events. So they would pull you out every now and then, like whilst you're in the dorms, just to have that kind of chat with you. And bearing in mind, they don't know how the plot's gonna go down, guys, because again, this is not scripted, it's totally authentic. So they pulled a number of different people and just told them to describe like, you know, how life was like and whatnot. And again, their experience with the challenges and stuff. Also, some interviews did happen post-elimination. So for example, I did a lot of interviews as well after I got eliminated. So about my personal life, that backstory. They even filmed me and my family life in London as well. So they've picked certain places to do that. However, as you can imagine, not everyone's story got covered because there's so many people, so many potential big characters. However, they didn't pick me as that main person. So obviously that stuff got cut. Still, it was an amazing experience, but again, they chose to follow all the different characters. So for example, like the mother and the son, Brighton. So again, Leanne, Trey, Brighton, all these other players and characters that you know in the show. All right, another one. Did the producers tell you to exaggerate when their Squib ink vests popped? So if you guys don't remember, basically we wore these vests that are packed with ink, and we call them squibs. And basically what would happen in the first game, red light, green light, if you moved or if someone noticed you moved, then your vest would pop and ink would explode all over you. Now, production didn't really say that we had to kind of exaggerate or fake our death. However, they did say that that is your time to like shine on, if that makes sense, on camera. So a lot of people obviously like dramatize that effect because obviously they want some screen time. So they didn't really specifically say you have to do that, but they gave you the choice, you know, if you wanted to do that. And it made kind of sense because otherwise, if your vest popped and you just stood still like that, how can you tell if like you're still in the game or not, you know? It made sense to kind of, I guess, fall over, if that makes sense. So yeah, they didn't really say you should do it. However, it was given as an option. Ooh, this one's juicy. Was there a time where contestants were physical with each other? Now, to my knowledge, no one was physical. And again, this was against the rule, guys. There was absolutely no physical contact allowed at all at any point. Otherwise, you're out. So you did see the altercation, however, between 432, Brighton, and Hussein. 199, I think his player number was. So I didn't even know they had that little altercation. But yeah, tensions were high in the dorms, as you can imagine. There was a load of different characters, big personalities, people would clash. However, nothing real physical went down. Moving on, what was the aftercare like? This was actually a really good question. And actually, Netflix done a really, really good job with this. So we all got a welfare team basically dedicated to us. So we could message and email and contact them whenever. This was before and after the show. We also did get a psych evaluation before going into the show and after going into the show. So I'll tell you my experience. So for example, after getting out on warships, what would happen is all the eliminated players, we weren't allowed back into the dorm. So it's very much like once you're out, you're out. So you get sent on the bus. Then we went back to the hotel where we quarantined for the day. And straight away, once we quarantined, we got like a schedule we had to do. So we had then to go do like a group psych evaluation just to make sure that our mental's okay. So it's a really nice kind of almost like a group therapy session where we spent 45 minutes to an hour of like, you know, just discussing as a group how we're feeling, you know, potentially the consequences of our actions going on the show and stuff, and like dealing with social media and stuff like that. So it was really good care. They really took care of us, and that was kind of the process we went through after elimination. Then after that quarantine day, what would happen is you would have to hand back your tracksuit, and in exchange you get your phone back and all your personal items. And then either if you're an American, you would get sent to the airport and then you get your flight back home. Or in my case, they just booked me an Uber and I went back to home, everyday life. So yeah, it was a big shock. You know, I wasn't used to it. All the kind of like senses and just everything was heightened. I felt like I put in my AirPods, I remember, and music sounded so amazing because I literally had no access to my phone at all. So yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, they did really take good care of us, I can't lie, in terms of welfare. Did you get paid to go on the show? No, guys, we did not get paid. The kind of incentive was you get an amazing experience, especially if you're an American, you get your flights and hotel paid for to come to the UK and just take on this experience. And the chance of winning $4.56 million. So that was the catch, guys. You didn't really get paid, but you had the chance of winning all of that money, prize money. All right, this is another good question. Were you sent home immediately or did you get to talk to other eliminated contestants? So like I said before, guys, again, once we got eliminated, we were sent back to the hotel where we quarantined and we had that group therapy session. But we were allowed to talk with the eliminated players with one another, but we weren't allowed to go back to the dorms. So at no point did we go back and like, you know, tell the people that will, you know, whoever passed that we were out and stuff. It's very cutthroat. So once you're out, you're out. You all go together as a group. But it's pretty cool. Like everyone that got eliminated, we all had like a little party in the hotel. We all, you know, just celebrated a bit and like ordered like some good food, pizzas and whatnot. You know what I mean? And just hung out for that day because it was like a quarantine period. And yeah, that was beautiful, man. Made some amazing people. You know, kept in contact with some really good people. So yeah, no, it was a great time. But that's what happened as well. Just talking to eliminated players. That's all we could do. Was player 432 Brighton as cocky and arrogant as they portrayed him to be in the show? You know what? As you can imagine, the show does portray him as a bit more of like a arrogant, obnoxious player. However, there is another side to him. He is generally like a good guy. Like that is just his personality. And I don't think a lot of people could deal with that. Like for me, I'm pretty secure with myself. So I'm not really intimidated by, you know, big characters like him. So if anything, like I said, I got on with him in the first part. The reason why you didn't really see me as much with him, like in the last kind of in the other episodes, was I kind of like, for me, I wanted to break off and just get to know everyone else, if that makes sense. That was my kind of game plan. So I didn't really just want to stick with one group. But yeah, to me, he was a sound guy. I didn't really have any problems with him. Did he say some outlandish stuff at points? Yes, he did. But again, guys, that's his character. And I think he's great for TV. And in terms of entertainment, he brought that to Netflix. So I think he's going to have a bright future when it comes to TV. All right, this is a big question. Did you actually use lubricated condoms as chapstick? Guys, I think this got leaked, but yeah, we actually did have to do that. It's crazy. I didn't myself, or maybe I did. I can't believe it got to that point, you know. I think I might have tried it once, you know, because literally, I don't know if you saw on the show, my lips were cracked AF, like they were mash up. Everyone's lips were mash up. They didn't provide us chapstick, and for some reason, I don't know why our lips got so chapped. It got really bad to the point some people's lips were bleeding. But if people's lips did bleed, then obviously producers stepped in and, you know what I mean, they gave them some chapstick. And eventually they did give everyone their own like tin of lip balm, which is really good. And then they had our own personalized player number. I think I've got it somewhere. I need to find it. But yeah, that was a nice touch. So eventually we did get chapstick, but for the first kind of couple of days, there was no chapstick. The only thing we got was to bring in was a toothbrush, some toothpaste, and a hairbrush. And obviously they provided us with daily like fresh socks and boxer shorts. But we did have to wear the same tops and tracksuits throughout, basically. All right, guys, last and final question. Was there any love connections on the show? Me personally, I didn't really see any like romantic connections going on. However, I did see little things going on between certain contestants. But I'm not gonna, you know, spill any kind of tea. That's their own, you know, thing. However, yeah, I don't think anything got physical. They did provide us with condoms, but again, that's just for health and safety. I think they do that on all reality TV shows. But at the same time, like guys, we were fully like focused on the games, and I don't even think we were in a position like to do anything. Like me personally, anyways, I was so tired. I did not want to. That was the last thing on my mind, you know. However, yeah, certain people did get close, but do I think anything romantically happened? I'm not too sure. I can't say for sure, but I doubt it. But that's again just what, my opinion and from what I saw. All right, guys, that's a wrap for all the questions. Thank you so much for commenting on the video. If you have any more, drop them in the comment section below, and I will reply to them. For now, stay tuned as well. I'll keep you updated with my thoughts on the most recent episodes coming out. So episodes 6 to 9, if you haven't seen them, this new batch of episodes are absolutely insane. You find out who the top and final 3 contestants are. Honestly, guys, it is insane. I didn't know what went down, so this was all new to me, and I'm loving this experience. I can't lie, Netflix have smashed it. In terms of it, making the show gripping, they've gripped me, they've hooked me in. So I'm invested as much as you are, guys. I can't wait to find out who is gonna win this. But yeah, watch those new batch of episodes, and I'll catch you all soon with another video and another update. Comment, like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you soon with another video. For now, take care and peace.